It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Kirk Cousins. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Bucs and the Eagles under the lights on Monday night.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, it's the first of 2 here on this Monday night, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Bringing them out, a guy who's top 30 all-time in yards and touchdowns. Not bad for a 4th-round pick back in 2012. Captain Kirk Cousins.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now the veteran of a handful of teams, it's Chase Edmonds. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 65 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Play action now. Cousins. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They got 29 yards that time.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by someone who has proved doubters wrong his entire career. MVP runner-up a season ago, Jalen Hurts.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, week 2, he was electric. See what week 3 has in store. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Hurts. Oh, nice move. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. 2nd and 5 from the 8. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go play action. Cousins. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
4th down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
So, partner, you know, 2 games worth, he's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what they talk about nowadays? You talk about trending? That's what he's doing. He'd like to continue it here in this game.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Well, this defense for the Bucs, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Barbara, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The sack there by Brandon Graham, coming in and bringing it down to the ground. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. The Eagles are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On second down, Swift. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Philadelphia.
Throwing is Hurts. It fights him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, 49 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bucs ready to take over once again. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Cousins now.
Out
route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Henry gets him the first down there, and he has steadily made a career of being the guy that gets you dependable yardage. Always in that 500 to 600-yard range. He's hoping to jump that up even more this season.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running to the right, this is Vaughn. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now 2nd and 9. Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Cousins to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Vaughn. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Hurts on the option right. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. But time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Gets around him. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
For the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Running behind center with Vaughn. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Vaughn on first and 10. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Cousins. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Now Cousins. Open man is Tucker. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Lamar Jackson, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Geno Smith, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Mac Jones leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hurts.
Man open left side is Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David.
And the Bucs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They start the drive with Vaughn.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Again, a run with Vaughn. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Vaughn.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 24. They'll set up a throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Nice run and some new digs for Swift, the biggest name to be dealt during this year's draft. Had some tough times in 3 years with the Lions, but the good news for him, he's now in Philadelphia and knows exactly how to get the most out of a versatile runner.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Eagles.
Dallas Goedert, 38 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. Off the play fake, Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A give running right is Vaughn. There he goes, right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Vaughn is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Throwing, Cousins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught, and he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
In motion, the tight end. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there was no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On the option to give to Swift here. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd down, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the draw, it's Vaughn. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's completed right side to Palmer. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. And they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On the ground, it's Tucker. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Buccaneers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
11 on the play. First down, Eagles.
Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Cousins on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Cousins.
This one swung out to Vaughn.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. Room past the 35.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 3rd down and 1. Throwing is Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flipped it down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
So out come the Bucs now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw, Cousins. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Cousins. He gets it over the middle to Palmer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On second down, Cousins again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Trey Palmer with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Now an option play on second down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here comes Swift. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Down to a knee goes Hurts, and that is going to be that. So it's the Eagles who get the win here, and the guy who really led the way was their quarterback, CD, and that's Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, he really had this offense firing on all cylinders, so let's count up some of the numbers. He went for well over 300 yards in the air, had 4 touchdown passes, and was clearly prepared for this one and executed the game plan to perfection.
So for the Eagles, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.